Are you recording? Okay. We're back. Sorry about that. Our internet's fucked. So if you're watching live on Twitch, good chance that we sound horrible right now. I will upload the full video to YouTube immediately following this. So if you want to watch us, you'll be able to watch us there. If you want to listen to us, it'll be up on Podbean, iTunes, and SoundCloud by the end of the night. Once we hit 5 episodes, we will also start getting on Spotify. So, to go over what we did last week, we did the power rankings for the entire NFL, and of course, we're gonna change those because we're fucking stupid.
Oh yeah.
What I had who did I have? I had the Eagles as the best team in football.
I think that was something we
all agreed on that.
All shared. Sure. Yeah.
It's funny because this week I don't even have him making the playoffs. Flip flop him.
And I could definitely see it.
Super Bowl hangover, folks. They're putting up banners in their goddamn in their fucking locker rooms and shit. Like, and that's the past is the past, man. Congrats, you won. Don't dwell on that shit. You got to get ready. Everyone's trying to be better than you right now.
Yeah. And
Nick Foles looks horrible.
Oh yeah.
He looks like the guy that wanted to retire from football 2 years ago. Okay, so to continue with that preseason, what have you guys seen this last week in the dress rehearsal, as it used to be called, week 3? Yeah.
My the Bears playing the Chiefs. That was probably my my favorite as far as the Bears absolutely destroying the Chiefs. I was more than excited to see them just absolutely throttle them. With our backup quarterback going 15 of 8, throwing for 2 touchdown passes, no interception. I was pumped, and actually watching Mahomes fall on his face. Great, actually. It didn't do anything.
Patrick Mahomes did throw an 83-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, that's cool. They literally, it's all garbage points. It doesn't matter.
Is it garbage points when it's the first half of a preseason game for week 3 against the Bears' #1 defense?
I would say. Well, wait, it wasn't #1 defense.
Yeah, it was. Patrick Mahomes is a starter. He played against the Bears' #1s.
Don't think I saw a lot of Bears start.
What the fuck are the Bears doing? This is how bad teams stay bad. Why are you not?
No, that's why I was pumped, because we didn't have any starters and we throttled them. Like literally by halftime.
They did play Mahomes for like a whole
an entire half essentially,
half.
and
he just didn't look good.
And they had the starter wide receivers with them too, and they didn't.
I mean,
something happened. I
don't know, man. Like I'm a guy that I think that these guys need game experience before the season starts. And has Trubisky, he played like a series? Has he played a series in preseason?
Yeah,
he's played a lot.
Yeah, he played. He didn't play the first game. He played 2 series the second game, I believe, and then that's
I think like 3.
He didn't play in the third game. No, he didn't play in the third game at all.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, no, because he didn't play in the Hall of Fame game. I forgot.
I'm a game ahead in my head.
He has played.
He played in the first. He played the first one. He played a series there, and then played 2 series the second game, and then that's it. But shit, man, he needs work.
Yeah, he definitely needs
new wide receivers, a whole new receiving unit. And you're not gonna give him game experience?
Playing against the Packers week 1.
Yeah, what are they doing? You're gonna throw in a Trubisky who's cold against the Packers.
I don't know what's gonna happen upcoming week.
Everyone else does.
Come on, man. Give him a little more credit.
Great response.
I can't. You got to prove it.
I think week 1 for the Bears is going to be the most crucial thing ever, and I know me and Mikey on the mic over there are going to be dipping into. Comb over
Good
the
way
wound.
to do it.
And I'll be at work.
Good way to do it.
Brandon, what have you noticed from preseason so far?
Well, I think my one big thing was I was disappointed we let Deshaun Kaiser run with our. I don't think we had any starters in.
Yeah.
So I think But we didn't let him run with our twos at all. Super disappointed in that.
But
Hundley
apparently it
played-
doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, I was going to bring it up, but we let Hundley play the entire first half with the number twos, number three. Came out with 6 points. Apparently played himself out of a job.
See, I watched the first half, and he was making throws.
Yeah, but they weren't leading.
They weren't leading to points, but they
And
were
I
making
think-
throw. You know,
And my biggest thing, and I kind of went on a rant with it to Kelvin this
He made me a
morning.
believer. He made me a
It's-
believer this.
Okay. He last year, he finally gets this opportunity to start. It's not like it's his first year in the system. He's had 3 years in the system at that point. You can't blame that mismanaging play on anything else. Like besides, like apparently you can't do it because he played 4 games in Lambeau, no touchdown passes. You can't do that. They were
Yeah.
all
Like,
late games too.
you're right. You're
That's
right.
all
And Kaiser's got the better arm. That's the only reason I'm on the Kaiser bandwagon. And apparently the Packers heard me this
They did.
because boom,
They
Huntley's
they
gone.
watched the podcast,
Yeah, apparently.
and so does Mitch Trubisky. And hey, Mitch Trubisky, how about this year you actually have a multi-touchdown game? Just a thought that your team's going to require that.
I think he will.
He
I think
didn't
he will.
last year.
I think he will this year.
I think.
Are you saying that week 1 the Bears are going to beat the Packers 57-0?
Hot take.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Tom. Realistically, when you look at the defense from last year and Aaron Rodgers falling off, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to lay a complete egg. And by that, I mean I'm completely wrong in the sense that he will be an orc warrior coming for blood of many, many different victims and out to kill people. I have no doubt in my mind Aaron Rodgers will probably be in contention for the MVP. Because I see the Packers going.
Is Jimmy Garoppolo not in the league anymore? Because he's winning MVP.
Wrong.
I think it's possible.
But maybe in like a year or two, you're right.
So for me, I like watching the Eagles and the Browns play. The Vikings, awesome. Kirk completed passes, neat. But he's gonna do that anyway.
Yeah.
But like the Browns defense held the Eagles to what, 0 points?
Yeah,
I
they had
think? It
like
was a shutout.
four turnovers.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Foles looked
Foles looked
like a 4th stringer. I'm pretty sure Pedersen, he pulled them and
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Foles is now regretting that he did not ask to be traded and get a contract extension. But he thought he could win another ring.
at least get
Well,
that Osweiler money real quick.
yeah,
He's
right.
like, it won't be long before Carson takes off on his legs again and.
Dude, if that guy plays a whole season,
Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what's going on with him, man, because they activated him a few weeks ago, and normally when you activate someone, they're like a week away from contact. They activated him like at the beginning of training camp and has not had contact yet, and we're 8 days away from the start of the season.
Right.
Especially as the Eagles, because the Eagles have to play next Thursday. They won the Super Bowl. They
Yeah.
play on Thursday.
Yep.
Like they like.
No,
so
you're right. And that's where I was like, the Eagles, it could turn because say Carson isn't as far as ahead as we think. Foles obviously not looking good. So who you have in there? Are they gonna do as good?
well,
The Bears snap touchdown pass to Nick Foles in the Super Bowl.
So they
He
don't
was-
have their
so they actually
third
have a real
string.
quarterback
Yeah.
now.
Damn, that
You
joke
walked-
backfired.
you
Hell
walked right into it.
I'm sorry, Mitch. I'm sure you're
Put
a
him
great
in.
guy.
Put him in.
Okay, so continue with the preseason. Jerry Jones came out yesterday or 2 days ago and was like, "Hey, we should not have a 20-game season. We should have a 18-game season, which would mean eliminating 2 preseason games." I don't know how, like, because in my opinion, like the 4 preseason games are not for the starters.
Right.
They're like they have a 90-man roster or something at the start training camp, so it's for the guys that won't have chances at other places, you know.
Well, I mean,
So true.
you would think that if they did chop off 2 weeks, they'd get an extra. But like then again, they're not able to put tape for other
or
teams.
maybe they'd go the college route, because now in college you can play 4 games and still get redshirted. So maybe
Okay.
they move the cut dates back into the season,
Yeah.
so you get like an extra, like the first like 2 weeks of the season, you still can make final cuts and stuff.
Yeah,
So you
okay.
can go in with like a
essentially-
75-man roster.
essentially kind of using the first 2, and they're pretty much already.
They're horrible.
Yeah,
looking.
they're like
They're not
teams.
fun to
They're
watch.
teams figuring out what the fuck is going
like
on.
what their identity is.
Yeah,
this year.
exactly. So like they're already they're preseason games for the starters.
Yeah.
So that would just happen soon.
I mean, I talked to you about this off camera last week or earlier this week, I think, where the NFL doesn't have a minor leagues where all the other sports do.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Like let's get the Fond du Lac, I don't know, the Fond du Lac Packer Ols.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Something terrible.
Better than the Dock Spiders.
Bro, the Dock Spiders is where it's at.
But like yeah, like stuff like that. I mean, like the NBA has the G League, the minor leagues in baseball, the MLS has a minor leagues.
Yep.
Give
Nothing here.
give the NFL like farm teams. How awesome would that be?
And it's also kind of sad I feel for college players, because like they're like laying their like futures on the line out there playing. Like they could get paralyzed and they don't get compensated in any way outside of getting like the degree, which that's compensated.
I mean, I played a college sport and you get a lot of free shit.
Okay, but I
even at a small school.
But I mean,
went
still,
to.
but like laying like your life.
No, yeah, but
on the
dedicating
line,
14
like,
hours a day
I
to
mean, yeah,
to
exactly.
that. Yeah.
You're in the locker room. It would be nice for them. I feel like for
But
those
like that's kind of what the CFL has turned into. The CFL to me almost feels like that. So why not just have it be a farm, like have the Packers have a farm team. So you have the practice squad and then you can rotate guys from the minor leagues to the
awesome.
practice squad. So you have a bigger franchise. More people are getting paid. Not a
be,
lot, but
it'd be essentially the practice squad, but a full team. At any time, you can pull players up, kind of like the practice squad.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
Exactly.
Pretty much
Then they're getting
essentially-
real game experience too of
essentially
playing against each other.
axing practice squads and making. I like that.
Yeah. What do you think, Calvin? You're kind of quiet over there. What's going on, man?
I actually like.
What are you feeling, bro?
No, I like when people get on a good track with something.
Yeah. I mean, it just makes sense. It feels like it's kind of like lazy that the NFL doesn't have it.
Yeah. Kind of like they haven't even thought about it. And it's like, what? How?
But I mean, I get it from their point because like that's like an extra 53 people that would be on that team, and then like an extra coach, like an extra coaching staff. So an extra 100 people that would be on a payroll. But I mean, you could also put those games on television.
Yeah,
still,
I was gonna say,
you know?
but you're also
You
getting
can put them on E
commercial.
ESPN 9.
I mean, it's
the
still
Nueve.
it'd be like the Green Bay Packers, like, but like the sub team.
Yeah,
So it's like they still have marketing.
it would.
I mean, they have like what is it, like Green Bay?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
God.
have the infrastructure for
Yeah.
all
Boom,
this
right
stuff.
there, just.
Yeah, I mean it wouldn't be hard, you know. It just seems like something that's being missed.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that.
Or bring back the Arena Football League.
well, that's,
Arena football,
or
the
the
XFL.
XFL.
The
Tier one.
XFL's coming back.
Well, yeah, I mean I think the XFL,
sure.
from what I understand, they said it's gonna run between March and July or March and
Sweet.
June. So it's gonna be football in between football.
All the time. Love it.
So I would bet that a lot of people that are entering the draft might go into the XFL and showcase their talents
Like,
there more.
I like that.
So maybe
I hope that
I guess
catches
that,
on.
that kind of will be that, but who knows what Vince McMahon
Any-
will put in
any
the contracts. They're like, you
opportunity-
can never play for the NFL, kind of shit, you know.
Any opportunity to watch more football, I'm down.
Right, and honestly,
Can we
arena
get
football
Tuesday
seems like
and
it would
Wednesday
be
night
sick.
football?
That's what. Yeah, anything. More football. Just inject it right into the vein. More football.
Like that idea a lot.
All right, I think we should
Hashtag bring back arena football.
hashtag bring back arena football.
Hey.
I
We're
think
on
we
it.
should probably just start diving into our record predictions here. That was the worst segue we've had on this show, but no
That
one
was-
set me up
That
for
was
it.
horrendous.
I will fight you.
Let's go.
Okay. So basically, I overachieved and I didn't tell them about doing the records for all the teams in the division. or in all the divisions.
Trying to one up
I
us.
didn't mean to. You said you were doing the records, so then I just assumed that we were doing the records for everybody. But it's fine. So I have my records for all the teams. For them, it's going to be a
We'll
little bit
still
more
chat
off
about
the
it.
cuff.
We'll chat about it.
Okay, so we'll just start, with the division that we all give a shit about, the NFC North. I have the Packers winning the division at 12-4.
Yep, 100%.
I have the Vikings finishing second at 11-5.
Yeah.
The Lions 8-8. The Bears 7-9. I'm giving Trubisky a little bit of credit.
I was gonna say, wow, I'm shocked that that's what you said. 7-9.
7-9.
Because that's basically exactly what I think they're.
Well, and it's still like 7-9. Like you're still like in the NFC, you're like 4 or 5 games out of the playoffs at that point still, you
Right.
know. But you're in the
still showing up.
AFC, you might be making the playoffs at that.
I was gonna say, yeah, like going up. Not only that, but improve.
Yeah.
Because last season it's 5 wins. Improvement, even if it's not like playoffs or whatever.
Yeah. I feel like if the Bears don't improve record-wise, you see Trubisky probably on the way out.
Oh, of course.
Definitely.
So 7-9 gets him another year.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
next year,
especially because it's like they're kind of coming together.
Yep.
They're reforming.
Yeah.
you
no,
know?
yeah, if
They show a
if
little
it's,
bit of
if it's
understood.
7-9
Yeah, it's
this year
understood.
for them,
Yep.
it's 8-8, 9-7, or bust for
Yeah,
them next
yeah.
year. Because if at that point, Trubisky,
even at that
he'd have 3 years then.
And even then, like,
I
you
don't
gotta
think.
show-
I
you
think. I
gotta
think.
show
I
some
think they probably
positive.
clean house at that
yeah,
point.
Yeah.
Well,
Because-
I think they have the
They have the pieces.
do it.
Their defense is good, and their weapons are significantly improved. Calvin's mic is cutting in and out.
Like I've been
His
talking.
lips are
directly
literally
on-
touching the mic.
I
Hey,
don't know
Mike.
what to tell you.
We might maybe move the gain a little bit on the back. I don't know. No, that's mine. That'd be on the back of his. Little knob on the top. Yeah, right there. The top one. And then turn that to the right. Or your left.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. It's Kelvin.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Perfect.
How we doing?
Awesome.
right
Thank you for
now?
the feedback, chat. Okay. So Brandon, what do you think the NFC North is going to shape out to be?
Well, I have the Vikings and the Packers finishing tied, both 12-4.
Really?
Yeah, and
Holy
the Vikings edging it out.
They're gonna have the tiebreaker.
I have them with the tiebreaker, and I actually have the Lions in my prediction, just missing the playoffs at 10-6.
Okay.
And in my predictions,
Wow.
you'll come back later. They are tied with the Falcons. Falcons get tiebreaker.
Got it. Yep.
In my fantasy prediction, that I have no idea what the tiebreakers are, they somehow win. All right.
No, I have the same kind of stuff.
And
yeah.
I mean, I guess I didn't think about the Bears at all, but I mean, I like the 7-9. That's good.
Yeah.
6-10, 7-9, right in there.
Yeah.
I think that's really good. I mean, maybe even an 8-8.
An 8-8 would be a superb year for them.
Yeah, and
that would
and
be
then-
that'd be
and-
like next year. You guys are playoff contenders,
And I think-
100%.
And I think if they go 8-8, they 1-1 all of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
which they have the potential.
They
to
beat
do.
all of us at home.
Yeah, they're
and-
always close games with all of us. So I think there's
That's what
potential.
I love. It's always just the NFC North.
So what?
God, I
Yeah,
love the
yeah,
NFC
they're
North.
great.
What are your predictions for the North, Calvin?
I have the Packers winning the division at 12-4. I have the Vikings 7-5. Just one game
We're
under.
all the same.
Yeah,
That's so
underneath it for
funny.
this one. For this one, the Lions I have going probably 10-6.
Ooh,
Um,
nice.
Or
What about
Lions
your
just
Bears?
missing out?
my Bears, I don't want to say with my heart because I have them actually missing out on the playoffs, obviously completely. But if I had to put a soft number on it, I'd probably say somewhere in 8-8 on the most optimistic of years,
6-10
Yeah,
at the worst,
yeah,
probably.
yeah.
and more than likely 6-10.
They've got a really low
L-
ceiling.
yeah,
You know,
right in the sweet spot
You know, like-
of an average AFC
soft.
team.
It's very soft.
but it's like you're rebuilding. You got pieces though, and that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This turned into the Bears talk show.
It's one of those where I'm on the edge of my
Apparently.
seat. But I'm
So
also
just to get it out
scared.
there, fuck the Bears. Just had to say that.
Oh.
Fuck them.
Oh. Being attacked by multiple fronts.
No, actually, they've been pretty soft these couple of years. And don't fuck the Bears. Fuck the Vikings. You know, that's been the rivalry for the Packers.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I have the Packers being better than the Vikings this year because Aaron Rodgers is a bad man.
There's
According to
potential.
Stephen A. Smith.
There's potential.
I
think our offense is definitely going to be in the upper echelon.
No, I mean, I have the Packers edging the Vikings out just because, like, I know the Packers have a harder schedule, but that's because the Vikings are on their schedule twice.
Yeah. Yep. They go off.
Like we have to play the Eagles, the Saints, the Patriots. We have to play all those people, and I just think and the Rams. I think a lot of those games, and a lot of those for us are away, and that's what sucks. Yep. That's gonna be really hard. Our first 6 games.
Your guys' defense travels.
Yeah, it really. I'm just trying not to be so optimistic.
Yeah, no,
about
I gotcha.
With Kirk Cousins, and a whole new offensive coordinator. It's just gotta be realistic. Let's go into the NFC East here. I have the Dallas Cowboys winning the division at 11-5.
Okay, skip. You really are full skip.
I am going
sucking on the cowboy cock.
I mean, you want to talk about the Vikings defense being able to travel? The Cowboys offense and running game can travel.
I'll give you. But hey, did you hear that Travis Frederick's done for the year?
Autoimmune disease? Yeah. What the
that's
fuck?
crazy. And Zach Martin got hurt at some point. I don't know what's up with that. He might be back. But
with all the cuts coming up, I think you're going to see a lot of linemen go that way.
Oh, I could see.
And they can coach linemen there.
Definitely. And they got obvious veterans coach them up.
Yeah.
That Travis Frederick is a hit though.
Yeah. Well, and no one's going to stop Zeke.
No, yeah.
It's
You are right.
He's going to rush for like 2,000 yards this year, and all Dak has to do is not throw an interception, and and they'll win every game.
Yeah.
So I have them at 11-5. I have the Giants finishing second, 10-6. What do you mean? Saquon Barkley and Odell. Odell's a happy boy now.
Odell, you're right. You just have like soggy grandpa throwing and handing off the ball.
Oh, you mean a future Hall of Famer? You're right.
Fucking sadly, we're giving him in like the 8th ballot though.
I mean, he has the same number as Peyton, and he beat the best team ever.
Yeah.
Not talking. I hate it.
Are you just mad that
I hate it because I put him in the Hall of Fame, but I don't want to.
Are you mad that he beat the Packers in the playoffs multiple times?
Yeah.
I got it. At Lambeau to be
the multiple, I think it's just one.
I thought it was twice.
I think it's just we beat them once.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
I think it's those are the 2 times we.
Okay,
I might be wrong.
You're right. You're right. I have the Eagles also at 10-6. Super Bowl hangover is a real thing unless you're the New England Patriots, and I don't think anyone. Watch what Eli can do with weapons in a Pat Shurmur offense. Says Boyd.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn
okay,
right.
Okay, Boyd, you got me. No, I have a little faith, and this is why it's a house.
No, and I'm just high on the Giants because Pat Shurmur made Case Keenum look good.
No, yeah, and you're totally right.
Thank you.
I have little faith, but that's why it's my opinion.
Yeah, you don't like mouth breathers. I get it.
Yeah, I have so little. He's just gonna throw that pick in the 4th quarter that seals it for him. Poor Saquon's gonna cry in the corner because he's at 200 yards for the game. Couldn't punch it in, sadly.
Okay, so I have the Eagles 10-6, Super Bowl hangover. Their defense is gonna be good. But Carson coming off of an ACL, he's gonna have to learn how to play again. Yeah. Because he won't. I don't know if it's gonna make him timid about running anymore, but I know they won't want him to run.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
in his head.
I just don't think. I think everyone knows what they're gonna do now. Then you kind of like the Rams because I don't have the Rams very high. I mean, I have them pretty high, but not.
I think they have a potential to kind of the.
But and 10-6 is not a bust.
Yeah,
I just don't have them in the playoffs
for that stack that.
Yep. Oh,
you know what I'm saying, like.
And then I have the Redskins rounding out at 8-8. Alex Smith doesn't lose games.
No, yeah,
he's a 500 quarterback.
I was debating on putting in my play. I don't see a lot of weapons for him. I kind of see them on the outside looking.
They got what is it? Reed, the tight end.
Yeah, yep.
He's gonna have 5,000 yards receiving this year.
And Alex loves throwing
fantasy
the tight
prediction.
ends.
Draft him. Draft him in the
I
top
think
3
Jordan
rounds.
Reed.
Jordan Reed, yeah. See, draft him. Brandon, what do you have for the NFC East?
Well, I have the winning it.
Yep.
13.
Holy
Let's see.
smoking Toledos.
Yeah, see, but that's with the thought that everything goes right with Wentz, because that could.
Yeah.
I think they have a
His team
really
misses like the first,
they have a
3
really
weeks all
low
of a sudden.
ceiling. Yeah, where they could easily fall to sub. Where Carson that doesn't work out. Bowles is obviously.
Yeah.
So I think that could come crashing, and I don't have the other ones written, but
Off the top of your head, spitball.
head,
What do you think? Where do you have the Cowboys?
Cowboys, between them and the Skins, the second and third, but maybe tie them out at like 10-6, 9, and I think that's going to be a really close division.
Okay.
Outside of, for me, the Giants kind of being the low one, but
I think the Giants have the highest upside.
yeah, but
They also have the lowest floor.
exactly, that's
Like,
what I'm
things
saying.
could-
Things
yeah.
could
either
just crumble.
Things are either going to go incredible
Yeah.
or bad.
And I
That's
don't
me.
know. I don't know how their offensive
think they're
line
bad.
is.
This is you guys, and this
Sorry
is
about
why
that, Mike.
I actually love that I'm going last.
Drop my phone.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm finished up. If you want to go right ahead.
Yeah. What do you have for the
What are
East?
your predictions?
Check
here?
this out. The Eagles winning 11-5.
Okay.
And I'll just say before it becomes obvious. And not one other team in the East making the playoffs. Not the
The same way.
Giants, not the Cowboys.
So
not
you have
the
everyone
Redskins.
probably below 9 at 9-7 or lower.
Ex-
probably.
at
Yep.
exactly
Yep.
about that. I did have the Giants being at like 10-6. Wild card.
Got it. Yep.
Panthers.
Yeah, that sounds about
Yeah.
right.
To about
Yeah.
the Panthers.
No, I mean I actually don't have anyone. I only have the Cowboys making the playoffs in the East.
Yeah,
I don't.
It's funny. We all only.
We all
Be
have
making
to
it out.
think
The
that
division's
everyone
gonna
else
be
is going to
close,
crumble.
but-
No, exactly. But
All the North is going to have 2 teams. The South is going to have 2 teams.
there's too many other 12-4s and
Yeah,
13-3s. Only one of the 10-6s can
There's too
survive.
many stucks. And...
We're gonna keep it moving and go right into the NFC South. I have the Falcons, 14-2.
Holy smokes!
They will be the best team in the NFC this year.
Oh.
This is why I love House Divided people.
Their
Right?
defense
Exactly.
their
This is
defense
what
has
makes
gotten
it.
significantly better, and
Oh, you're
Matt
right.
Ryan is a happy boy. He's getting
He is a
paid,
happy boy.
and they got him Calvin Ridley. They got real weapons.
You are right there.
Oh God.
Keep
Mike,
going.
the Mike guy is moving
Mike,
in
the
to
Mike
fix
guy
stuff.
is jumping
DJ
into the
Mikey
shot.
Mike.
Look at that
DJ
ass,
Mike.
folks.
Oh, dude,
It
that ass.
He's
is
bending over
hot.
right in front of the camera.
Dude, that
it's
is-
fantastic. We're
that's
gonna
the
make
best
him. We're gonna
video.
shame him so that
I
never
hope-
happens again.
Y'all can drop tips.
That's what happens. What happens when you don't do a proper mic check? Freaking out.
Well,
I
do you
mean-
mean the one that we did for 30 minutes?
Yeah, exactly. What? I thought. Yeah, what was that all about? I thought.
Apparently, it was all fucked.
Whoa.
Oh.
Rest in peace, headphone users.
Okay, yeah, right.
Jesus.
That's.
Yep.
I turned.
That's not how sound works.
I turned. Turned.
And then they started talking.
So we're looking
On
good
the
right
bright
now.
side, mine's fine.
Are we looking good right now?
Yeah, we're all good.
Fantastic.
Okay, so to continue, Falcons 14-2 team. That team is insane. Eagle says rip. I'm sure his ears are bleeding right now, and he heard it. And he heard it twice, or 3 or 4 times, possibly. Mike's
That'd be great.
upstairs.
I hope so.
I have the Saints at 13-3. This division is gonna be tight. They're super talented. But the Saints are also one of those teams like the Giants where their ceiling super high, but everything could fall apart real quick.
Yeah.
That defense could revert to what it was 2 years ago in a second. You know,
Right?
So but I don't think it will. I think they'll be fine.
You'll actually.
Ooh, Panthers
Not hot, but
10-6
okay.
is
Yeah, no, I like. That's pretty much what.
Nuts.
I mean, Cam, when he doesn't have Kelvin Benjamin, is an MVP, and Kelvin Benjamin isn't there.
Honestly, I thought that defense was gonna step back, but like from
It
the
stayed.
few things I've
it looks
seen,
good.
it looks really
I mean,
rock
Luke Kuechly
solid.
is still the best.
Yeah.
The best.
I mean, I
linebacker
was
in
mostly
football.
worried about their cornerbacks. I was
Yeah.
like, who do they have left? And apparently that like
Okay.
saw him
Fast little guy.
all right, well at least the number 1 corner.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, Cam Newton doesn't lose.
Yeah, another thing I was thinking too. He does have the heart of a champion.
Yeah. Look at he beat the Vikings last year strictly on just outplaying the best defense in football, and we couldn't do anything about it. We know what Cam Newton does, and the best defense in football couldn't stop him, and that bothers me. That will bother me forever.
Like he's the best There's
Because he can throw the ball.
He does it so enormous.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And then
which is insane.
Then I have the Buccaneers, worst team in the NFC by far, 4-12. They're a joke.
With that,
We're gonna see Dirk Cutter and Jameis Winston be looking for other teams next year.
Dirt guys.
There's no reason for him to be, but that team's gonna be bad for the next decade. Sorry guys. I don't think there are Buccaneers fans.
Yeah, right. I don't think
There's
it
some with
exists.
some Mike Evans.
Oh yeah, but
Right?
that's only for fantasy.
Ew.
He won him $20 in FanDuel
Yeah,
one week. But what do you think? What do you have the NFC South looking like?
I have the Saints.
Yep.
Made up behind.
Okay.
Let's maybe it's because you came and changed my mic.
Can you hear him?
Can you
still?
hear me now? Am I good?
In the morning.
My lips are touching
Okay,
the mic.
there we go. Say
All
it
right.
again.
All right, so I have the Saints winning the division, 12-4. Right up after them, number 2 in the division. The Falcons at 10-6. After that, I'd say the Panthers could easily go 10-6 also, and just kind of lose tiebreakers with Falcons. Falcons get really lucky in my playoff predictions, but I think they're pretty in there. But I think they could be below that. I don't know what. By your reaction from Dams, you don't have Panthers very high.
Oh.
But then obviously for me, Buccaneers, I like the 12, maybe 3-13 even. I don't see them doing very well.
No,
What do you got?
It's funny because half of what I have for the South is the exact same as Dan. So I have Saints winning the division at 13-3, same exact thing. Then I have the Panthers at 10-6, getting the wild card. But here's where things take a turn. Matty Ice and the Falconos are only gonna go 9-7. I don't see it. I don't see it again. Like I think they're a
Okay.
good consistent team, but like for some reason I just feel like they're gonna have one of those years where they just don't fully take flight.
Yeah, I think that was last year for him because
I
last
feel-
year
I
was
felt
their
like kinda that way
their new first year offensive coordinator. So second year, same system. I think they only get better from what they did last year.
Yeah, I just think it's such a tough division, and it's like at the end of the day, playoffs. Gun to your head. Am I taking the Falcons? It's like, or am I taking the Saints? Am I taking the Panthers? Or am I taking the Falcons? It's
I'm
like,
clearly taking the Falcons against both of them.
I know you are, but it's just like in my head, I just play it out a million times, and it's like if I had to play it out a million times, I'd rather have Cam Newton or Drew Brees over any day of the week, kind of like clutch. Like
No, I
reason,
like
I
that
just kinda
Panthers
need-
defense. Christian
Yeah.
McCaffrey, like he's might
and
pop off
McCaffrey, he's
Yeah,
looking
He
real.
looked monstrous
saucy.
in the one preseason.
He's annoying.
Yeah.
He's annoying.
Yeah.
He's
Because
He's
you
annoying.
could put him in the you can just throw him out in the slot too. Then who
he's
covers?
Like,
who
he's
covers?
like
him?
Danny Woodhead, but way better.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like tier 0 Danny Woodhead.
All right, we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna hop right into the NFC West here. I have the San Francisco 49ers taking the division at 12-4. The Rams 11-5. The Seahawks 9-7, and the Cardinals 5-11. We are in the Jimmy Garoppolo era. You need to recognize that the greatest quarterback to ever walk, Jesus Christ on stilts, ladies and gentlemen, is Jimmy Garoppolo. Bet.
That's what he spends his free time
No,
doing.
he's like Jesus Christ, but better because he's
Okay.
on stilts.
Okay.
God.
Hope we don't have any religious.
It's fine.
Like
It's the
Jesus,
internet.
but better.
It's the internet. Those they don't exist.
If he's this by some cosmic coincidence, he's writing that on his wall. Jesus.
He's not.
but
He's too
better.
busy having sex with a porn star.
Very true.
You know,
Getting
paid.
All right, let's get back to brass tacks.
Brandon, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Shout out to the adult film stars out there. You guys are great. You're people too. No, never. Okay, so, yeah. I mean, I with the Rams, I kind of think the same thing. That everyone's gonna figure them out. You saw it in the playoffs. They got exposed. You saw it against the Vikings. They got exposed. And I think everyone's just going to take the blueprints of how teams beat them last year and just going to apply it to the game plan. And we're going to see, like, 11-5 is still not bad, but we're going to see them stay.
Pick.
I don't know. I think they're going to stay as good as they were last
Okay,
year.
okay, I got you.
Whereas you would think with adding all the weapons.
But yeah,
it
I was
makes them
gonna say,
better.
but like they're
No, yeah.
Kinda
The
just-
window for them is this year and next year, and then it's it.
I got you.
Then they need to pay people. What do you think?
I have the Rams winning at 11-5. Same record as Niners. Probably a good like 9-7. Outside of the Niners, probably. Yeah, oh yeah, the Seahawks. Probably the Seahawks like 9-7, maybe 8-8. They have kind of a bad year. I could see it happening. They kind of have a trashy O-line, sadly. Ari Russell. And then obviously just last in the pack there, Cardinals. New quarterback, Sam Bradford, and he'll get injured at some point. But they do have David Johnson, so that'll win them. and like a decent defense. Like
Yeah.
they're clinging in there. Like 5. I like the 5-11.
I literally have nothing to touch on that. I'm not gonna go ahead because mine is so just barely different that it doesn't even make sense to try to point out the differences. Let's move on to the next one because that was cookie cutter.
All right, we're gonna start with the AFC East here. Probably the easiest division in football. Patriots 11-5, Bills 5-11, Jets 5-11, Dolphins 2-14.
I don't think
I don't know.
I'm the only one that has back row faith in the Dolphins for some reason.
What did Ryan Tannehill do to you?
Yeah, what I explain this because I'm actually curious as to why you think the Dolphins are going to do good.
You know,
I'm like,
it's funny. It's just
you'll
something
swing
that's
me.
it's been in my heart for like
Can you
the last
name
couple
one
of
wide
years.
receiver that they have?
Not one. Do they still have Wallace?
Do they?
I don't think. I think Walls went to the Eagles.
Yeah, Mike Wallace is an Eagle.
Is
Yes.
I didn't know.
They have that.
Or is it Torrey Smith that's an Eagle? Or no, Torrey Smith was an Eagle and he's gone. I think.
Yeah, and he's gone.
Yeah,
now,
Mike
pretty
Wallace
sure.
is an Eagle. Yeah.
Yeah, yep. They traded out one
And-
speedy guy for the other.
And they got rid of top 10 wide receiver in Jarvis Landry
Wait, why? Because
because that
Reasons.
organization sucks.
they're the Dolphin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's why
And-
Jarvis Landry's at Brown.
you're apparently a Dolphin fan, and
Yeah, I
You
don't
agree.
understand.
is it the Jay Cutler one year?
It has
Yeah,
to be.
right.
It has to
You
be.
just have like this Jay Cutler pride
Jay
still in
Cutler.
here.
Stockholm syndrome for Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler Stockholm syndrome.
So does Kristen Cavallari.
Some
I mean,
Broncos fans still have it to this
They're
day.
just shaking.
What's happening?
Yeah, I mean the Dolphins suck. The Jets and Bills both are starting rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah.
They're gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Onto
I
the
think-
onto the AFC South. You had one more thing to touch on?
I was gonna say honestly, I think the Jets have the most potential out of those bottom
Oh, yeah,
three
for
with
sure.
Darnold.
Yeah, Darnold looks
I
good.
love that guy.
All right, AFC South. I have the Texans winning it. I don't think there's a lot of.
Same
I don't think
here.
there's a lot of.
Yep,
Same
argument
here,
there.
buddy. Yay.
10-6.
11-5 for me.
11 and
I have
5.
the Colts 10-6 in second place.
I do have the Colts just missing playoffs in mind.
9-7. I had the Colts at 9-7.
Okay.
I have,
all right.
I have the Jaguars at 9-7. Blake Bortles that offense is horrible.
Jaguars at 8-8 for me.
9-7 Jaguars.
And then the
Yeah.
Titans at 4-12.
This is supposed to be a house divided, guys.
Oh,
Okay.
I was gonna say 5-11 for the Titans for me.
4-12, 5-11.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah,
same
I'd
shit.
agree with 5-11.
Look at that. All right,
Wow.
we agree on this one.
First
Not a
time
house
ever,
divided.
folks.
Ding 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 ding. There's bells.
We're just
going
gonna leave now.
Okay, so AFC West. I have the Chargers, 13-3.
Hey, I also have the
Whoa.
Chargers.
Bing, ding, ding, ding,
Whoa.
ding, ding.
I have the
Falcons and Chargers. You have faith in.
I mean,
I
the
mean, they're
the
looking
Chargers
pretty
are
dynamite.
Goddamn good.
I have them at 11-5.
Okay, yeah.
The Chargers been about to been breaking through that barrier for the longest
Well, but
time.
now they're perfectly they're poised to. The
Yeah,
Chiefs have
definitely.
a first year starter.
Yep.
The Broncos have Case Keenum.
Right.
Sorry. And the Raiders have John Gruden, who does not look like he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that team. Like I
That's
feel
so
like
funny.
they still have the potential to be good, but like I don't know if that's gonna happen. Like,
Well, like the Chargers have the best quarterback in the division with Philip
yeah,
Rivers.
yeah,
They have the best defense. The second, they're close to what the Broncos have.
yeah, definitely.
They have the best pass rusher. I think Joey Bosa is better than Von Miller rushing the passes.
Okay.
Hot take, but but yeah, I mean, I just that's just what I got. What do you got, Brandon?
I already said the Chargers, right? I don't think I have the rest of the pretty bad. I'd say Chiefs maybe like a 9-7, 8-8. They got Mahomes starting, but I do like he's got plenty of weapons. Got a decent
That's why I have
defense
him at
still.
6.
Yeah, like Raiders, I'd put right in that category, maybe like a step below that because I don't know what's going on with Khalil Mack, and the coaching seems to be a little wonky. Do what Derek Carr does.
If you're showing film from the fucking 70s,
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I
In
don't know what's
2018,
they're
what are
such
you
a
doing?
mystery team. I don't know.
Kel, what about you, man?
So I have. We're looking at.
I bet Denver's in first.
Oh, Denver. They definitely have potential too. But like 8-8, like maybe 9-7 potential.
So I have the Broncos going 7-9.
Okay.
I actually.
Oh
have
wow.
And winning the division?
No, not winning.
Oh, okay. I'm
Oh,
like, what?
he's starting at the bottom. He's showing us up. I bet it's 9-7. He switched it.
This is no. Not
You got us
even-
talking shit. That's why I started out with the
Nah, I
Broncos.
didn't switch it at all. Looking at Brian right now, just so sorry. Brian. So sorry.
Told you wrong.
So the Chargers, they're not even on my list. If I had to guess, I'd probably say the Chargers would be in the mediocrity of like 8.
How
Wow.
dare you disrespect Philip Rivers?
He's been this way. I've heard it nonstop every year for Chargers fans. It seems like for a goddamn decade.
You are right. in
A
that.
goddamn
But-
decade.
But the thing is, though, the Chargers will go and make the playoffs like 4 or 5 years in a row. You know, they'll just go and do that, and I feel like we're in that time now. It's a
Yeah.
perfect.
I mean,
It's a perfect coming together of the division being in turmoil, essentially. All those changes that I think the Chargers are the only team that hasn't made a change.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they were good. They just missed the playoffs last year.
See, for me, the Chargers are very synonymous with another team for me, and that's the Lions. Where when the divisions have been in turmoil and they've had their chance, they've fumbled it. Like when
That's
all
true.
they had to do was win one of their last couple games, you know, like it
See, the
just
only
seems to
thing
be
that
like
the
they just still
Charger-
somehow find a way
You're right.
to mess it up.
You're right offensively. Except the Chargers have better weapons than the Lions have ever had. Even when Calvin
That is
Johnson was
true.
there. Melvin Gordon out of the backfield, he'll be a 1,500 yard rusher, 1,200 yard rusher.
it is sad because I feel like every year the Chargers always like one of their big offensive
Yeah.
guys, and that's what handcuffs them.
But Keenan Allen,
Yeah.
Keenan Allen quietly is one of the best wide
Yeah,
receivers in football.
And he's been lost like
Yes.
2 years.
Yeah.
That's where they were kind
I
of.
know. I've drafted
struggling.
in fantasy all the fucking time.
Yeah,
and
I
I'm like,
drafted
well,
him.
awesome.
Yep.
Right?
But
Yeah.
And their defense is better than the Lions ever. That
Yeah, that defense is looking good right now.
Yeah, I just meant in the styles of like their stories and their past to me have been the same. Where it's like the Lions this season, then it's like, oh yeah, they're showing promise and they're winning games, and all of a sudden, what happened to them around week 9, 10, 11, things like that. And it's like, yeah, they did kind of lose a couple. Oh, now they're not even in contention. Or, oh, they just barely scraped in. And then the first playoff game get dunked by anyone else. Anyways, that just seems to be their history. Okay, so anyways, I'm moving up the list now. The Chiefs, I have going 7-9. And then the Raiders, I have winning the division. We have the Raiders winning 11-5 or 10-6.
Funny because our last one, we're all peaceful. One, Dan and I are giving each other.
Literally, as soon as you said the Raiders win the division, him and I made eye contact.
Dan and I are giving each other
I hope
like
the camera can pick it up,
dude, right?
We looked into each other.
Giving each other glares over. You're like, man, this guy.
I actually have faith. Like
I see where you can have faith. You know, like that offense could pop off.
And I think even if you don't have like the greatest coach in Gruden, I still think you have a pretty good amount of players that
they do if they sign Khalil Mack.
Yeah,
if that situation gets resolved, they instantly go higher.
That no one in the NFL had a higher percentage of involvement with their team sacks than he did last year. Like it wasn't even close. It was like 60% or something.
Surprised me at all.
Yeah,
like that. You can't really take away. I don't know how many sacks they had, but if he was almost 60% of them, take away almost 2/3 of them.
I know he's got a little over 70 in his career at this point.
Yeah,
What, in his 4th year?
No,
so in
but
3 years,
team, he either like forced the quarterback into the sack or just sacked him.
Yeah, He got a pressure.
You can't just take away that productivity and expect to have a good defense.
Yeah.
I feel like if they win, it's going to be a lot of like 45-38 games, stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's gonna be high scoring.
Yep, that offense is going to have to pop off.
Let's move on to my favorite division in football,
I think it's just
the AFC North.
I think the AFC
I'm
North
gonna
is just
start
left
from the
here.
bottom, build some suspense.
I know what his top is.
We have the Bengals at 5-11. Sorry, Andy Dalton, you're done.
Agree with that.
You're
one
done,
right
done.
now.
So
This is it at the end of this year here. Ravens 8-8.
When I disagree.
Joe Flacco is gonna be average. He's Alex Smith in this division.
Okay.
I have the Steelers finishing in second place at 12-4. And
Skip
the
Bayless.
Cleveland Browns winning the division at 16-0. They are going to go from 0-16 to 16-0 on the back of Tyrod Taylor and Jarvis Landry.
Is this tied into your bold prediction by any chance?
Oh, my bold prediction is that the Cleveland Browns will make the playoffs, obviously, and an even bolder prediction, they'll be in the Super Bowl.
Ooh, that might be a good segue.
Into what you guys have to say about this
that's
division, you psycho.
I think mine is going to be 10 times more accurate. And plausible.
That's cute.
Same Z.
Browns 16-0, going to the Super Bowl.
I have the Steelers.
Jimmy Garoppolo winning MVP, and just start going down the list.
Damn right.
I got the Steelers at 13-3.
That's fair.
I have at second Ravens 9-7.
I have an 8-8. What do you mean? I strongly disagree. One game.
I know. I got the Browns at probably 8.
The guy is drunk.
The guy is drunk. That's me. Thanks for the follow.
Drinking what? What's up, Sam Burger?
Fucking keep going.
And then I got at the bottom. I agree with the Bengals, 5-11.
Yeah, Andy Dalton's done.
I think that's great. Yeah.
Everyone's getting fired there this year, and they're gonna draft a whole
I think
new
they have the potential to pop off for 9-7, maybe make wild card, but yeah, but then they'll instantly bottom out.
I'm waiting for it.
Your turn,
Your
bud.
Your turn.
Here
you
we
ahead.
go. Check this out. So I have the Ravens winning the division at 11-5. I think Joe Flacco is going to play his heart out.
I agree with
And
this.
I think because of that, he's gonna do some work. The Steelers I have at 9-7, potentially 10-6, somewhere in that category. I don't see things going too spectacular for them. I think they're kind of been burning out their last fumes and stuff. So I'm not sure.
Something bad happened.
I have the Bengals going 5-11. I don't think they're going to be doing anything.
Oh God.
I have the Browns doing slightly better at 6-10, which is 10 times more plausible than 16-0 and winning every single game.
Browns are winning
That
every
is a
single
little.
game.
That's a little crazy. Dan.
It's not.
All right, so I'm curious now. I want to hear your road to Super Bowl.
Road to Super Bowl. Okay, we're gonna start off with the.
I'm
we're gonna start off with
curious.
the NFC because I know you want the AFC. No, actually, I'll just start it with the AFC. That's how I have it listed on my phone.
get it.
So I have Colts at New England. I have New England winning that pretty easily. But Andrew Luck will lead the Colts back to the playoffs. First year back. That's just
I like
it's
it.
what he does.
That's cool. That'd be cool.
Steelers at Texans. That's gonna be a barn burner.
like that.
I have the Texans winning on a late turnover
Ooh.
from Big Ben, and that'll probably be the end of the career for Big Ben.
Yeah, I can see it.
I think he'll throw a pick or fumble or something like that.
Yeah.
And that'll be it. I then have Texans at Browns. Be a goddamn barn burner.
Who's coming out of it, Daniel?
The Cleveland Browns are winning that game.
That was a suspense.
I mean, I just think watching Myles Garrett.
He's a monster.
He's been playing out of his
He is a
goddamn
monster.
mind, and he
scares me.
might break the sack record this year, but based on how he's been playing.
Yeah, I could see it. It's
And
potential.
we've seen that if you have someone that can do that, you can go far in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Jared
yep.
Allen, Von Miller, fucking Clay Matthews, even
Yeah, yep.
if you have that guy, you can go deep. You can make a deep playoff run,
Yeah.
and that the Browns have that guy. So do the Chargers. The Chargers get the bye, along with the Browns. New England at Chargers will be the other conference or divisional game.
Okay.
And,
I like that.
I have the Chargers winning that one. It's over in New England, I think. You'll see them lose before the AFC Championship for the first time in a while. And,
I have the same.
and that'll start to be the demise. I think you'll
Yeah, definitely.
you'll start hearing more whispers of
Yep,
Belichick or,
Yep.
or Brady being done. I think Brady might retire after that because I think
And then Robert Kraft is gonna like hire a hitman to murder him because he got him to do the wrong decision.
yeah, no, yeah, the Patriots are fucked. And then I have Chargers at Browns, and those teams are really similar.
No, they are. Yeah.
They both have good quarterbacks in Tyrod Taylor and Phillip Rivers, or Baker Mayfield at that point. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think if they go with either of them, they'll do very well. But they have crazy weapons on the offensive side of the ball. Carlos Hyde out of the backfield. Like, that was a very understated acquisition in the offseason.
He's looked really good in the
game.
game.
He was a beast in San Fran
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah. Yep.
He was just behind Frank Gore, who he's one of the best rushers of
Yeah.
all time.
Yep.
And then
They're
their
like injured one year.
their defense are very similar.
Yeah.
Joey Bosa, Myles Garrett. Now the thing is though, the Browns did have to get rid of Michael Kendricks today.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
Because he was breaking the law. He was
Insider
trading.
trading.
Earned $1.2 million from it.
Jeez.
See you later. Have fun with your Super Bowl ring.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm glad we got to see you on Hard Knocks. I can't wait till we see you get next week.
Gonna be great.
Yeah, so I have the Browns making it all the way to the Super Bowl. 0-16 to 16-0 to 18-0
Okay.
to the final game.
All right. What's your NFC? side
NFC.
looking like?
I have some good games in here. I got
Yeah.
Vikings at Packers
Ooh,
to
that's
kick it
nice.
off. Vikings be the 6th seed, Packers be the 4th.
Okay.
So that'll be the matchup, or the 3rd. So that's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
matchup
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I have the Vikings winning that one. I'm just
Okay.
confident in my boys, you know.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
It's just something about the Vikings team that Aaron Rodgers can't, like the Mike Zimmer.
I was gonna say it's Mike Zimmer.
Yeah,
That's
Mike-
what
it's
you're.
Mike- yeah, it's Mike Zimmer. And I don't think you guys will be,
They provided the best matchups.
well, and especially now with like Ialoka, we're gonna
Yeah,
run three.
yeah.
We're gonna run 3 safeties, and we're gonna move one of them to linebacker. Like, our team's gonna be fast, and like Randall Cobb dragging across the middle won't
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
Xavier Rhodes is just gonna shut down Devontae Adams. You won't be able to throw
Yeah,
him the ball.
I mean, there's definitely a reason I have the
It's gonna
Vikings
be-
over
and
the Packers.
Since we don't have to worry about the run, it's gonna be open season on Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers. you
yeah.
know? I have the Saints at the Cowboys. Then,
Okay.
I got the Saints winning that one.
Yeah,
I
I think yeah.
I think the rawness and inexperience of Dak and Zeke are really gonna show
Okay.
in that game. I have Vikings at 49ers then. Got the Vikings winning that one.
Okay.
Going to Jimmy G's house.
Let's say your
taking
future
that.
number one QB.
I mean, Rodgers loses playoff games too.
Okay. I'm just getting your take on it.
That is my take.
You were coming out here in the Jimmy G bandwagon.
I'm driving the fucking bus of them and the Browns.
Gotta make sure they thank you.
Goddamn right. Send me a jersey, please, for both. Then another divisional game. I got Saints at Falcons.
I like that.
That'll be a heater.
Yeah,
That'll be like a 51-50 kind of game.
Oh yeah. Breaking some records.
And then I have the Falcons winning. I think we're
Okay.
going to get back to what they did when they just torched the Packers, you know?
Hey,
I mean,
I don't like to bring that up around here.
it happened, though.
Didn't happen.
On national
I don't
television, right?
remember.
You guys got
We got tossed like a salad.
embarrassed.
Tossed like a salad.
And I think they're going to be more similar to that
it
year.
was
than-
definitely revenge for the few times
Yeah.
we'd embarrassed them.
No, Matt
was-
Ryan is
Tasty.
Matt Ryan's quietly in my MVP discussion.
Yeah, I can
It's
see
like
it.
Jimmy G, Andrew Luck, Aaron Rodgers, and like Matt Ryan. Those are my
Hmm.
four that I think have the best chance of winning it.
Yeah.
Just based on who they play and what their weapons are. And then Vikings at Falcons. Vikings are going. We're going to the
Super Bowl bound.
Vikings, Browns in the Super Bowl. Everyone on the planet Earth will be cheering against the Vikings because they want to take the Browns to the
Oh,
Super
yeah,
Bowl.
for sure.
You know.
For sure.
But the Minnesota Vikings will break through and end the no Super Bowl streak. It's happening this year, and we will all be witness to it. We never thought the Cubs were going to win a World Series, and it happened.
I just think
Vikings are winning the Super Bowl this year.
I just think you're saying this because like you're wearing a Vikings sweatshirt. There's like a Vikings flag over here. I don't know. I'm getting suspicion you're a Vikings fan.
Oh, darn. Yeah.
No, you guys do have a super good.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm scared of 'em.
if you look at the Vikings roster, it's hard to go find another roster in the NFL that's better.
Yeah.
And we're going to fucking do it. Kirk Cousins is going to be the Messiah. Jesus Christ on stilts.
You
Part
already
2.
said that about
Jimmy G.
Jimmy.
Yeah, the regular season Jesus
I was
Christ on
gonna-
stilts.
Kurt's stealing those stilts for the playoffs.
Playoff Jesus is who Kirk Cousins will be.
Not gonna happen.
Then what are your picks,
can-
Brandon?
Funny you ask, because they're right here. All right. So starting with you start with the AFC. I'll start with the AFC. Okay, you know.
Ooh, good job.
I've got first matchup here is the Texans versus the Jags, and I do believe those are my that's my third and sixth seed teams, and I have the Jags coming out of that one. Sadly for me, I wish the Texans would win that one, but I just feel like that defense would work some magic against that Texans offense, and somehow Bortles will pull it together and get one.
I just want to
get
know
that one.
how the Jags are gonna score points.
Mostly Fournette. Bortles with a play action rollout every once in a while. I just feel like they can do just enough, you know?
No, I mean, yeah. If they sign Dez,
Especially with that defense.
if they sign Dez, I
Yeah,
like him a lot
yeah.
more. But
Okay, so anyways, on the other side here, Chargers versus the Ravens. I have the Ravens coming out of that one.
Damn.
Ravens win that matchup.
oh, is this your hot take?
It's part of my hot
That the
take,
Ravens,
maybe.
Are they gonna make a deep run?
Maybe. I mean, that might be part of it.
Quick update from the chat. Emo Squirrel, I believe that's Boyd,
That sounds like a Boyd
is
thing.
saying, "I'm willing to watch the Vikings lose the Super Bowl if it's to the Browns."
I like that.
I
I
respect
like that. I
am
like
too.
that take.
The Browns are either going 19-0 or the Vikings are winning the Super
I
Bowl.
love it. I love it.
Take that to the bank and
You're happy either
deposit
way.
that. Goddamn right.
All right, so then week 2 matchups here. We got the Steelers versus the Jags. Jags aren't coming out of that. They're not. They get their one win for the year.
They are not.
Blake Bortles survives for one more.
They aren't beating the Steelers 2 years in a row.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's
Not
not
fucking
happening. So Steelers march on after that easily, I feel like.
Yeah.
Other side, we have the Patriots versus the Ravens here.
Ooh, what's gonna happen here?
Ravens coming out on top.
Holy shit!
Patriots getting beat.
Joe Flacco.
Patriots coming down.
Joe Flacco in his contract
Oh.
year again is gonna
He's-
pop the
he's-
fuck off.
let me flip the page over here. Get to my hot take, because my hot take today, my bold prediction, is that the Ravens make that deep playoff run. They're making it to the championship game. They're beating the Patriots. Okay. Because Joe Flacco, he's going to have a hell of a year, actually. Okay, maybe not hell of a year, but he's going to have a good year.
But it's going to be like Lamar who? We
Yeah.
were never going to make him start.
No,
Joe Flacco's our guy.
And them drafting him lit a fire, a hellfire underneath Joe Flacco.
I wish
That's what I'm
Hard
saying.
Knocks
That's
was
why
there
I'm
this
feeling
year.
it 11
that's
to 5.
why. That's why I'm feeling. And that defense is just solid.
Yeah.
They're like it's hard to find a
T.
weakness in
Sizzle's
their
still there.
defense. Yeah,
He's good for 10 sacks.
they got
you know?
C.J. Mosley. That
Yeah.
guy's a beast.
Shit.
So I just
So you have Steelers Ravens in the AFC Championship game?
that would be that would be a hell of a game. That would be a hell of a game right there.
And you have the Steelers winning.
I have the Steelers coming top on that one. Joe Flacco magic only gets him so far. He does not pop off that deep pass to John Brown. Doesn't get it. He doesn't
It's not
get it.
Jacoby Jones.
It's true. It's John. All right, so NFC over here. For the first matchups, we got Vikings versus the Falcons here
In the wild card?
in the wild card.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, and I have the Vikings coming out on top.
Ooh.
That defense is going to stifle that offense, and your guys' offense, I just feel like, is going to be better than their defense. I feel like they might get like a pick six, something cheeky, but like I don't think they're gonna like stop you. I feel like they can make those like fast, cheeky, like big plays on defense, but other than that, like I feel like you guys can pick them down
Okay.
and eventually win.
Kyle Rudolph.
Other side here, Packers versus Rams. Packers winning. I have the Packers winning.
Are you saying that because you're a Packer fan?
Maybe a little bit, but I feel like that Rams team is fragile.
I get
And I
it.
feel like Aaron Rodgers is not
Do you guys play them
fragile,
in the
other
regular
than maybe
season this
his
year?
arm. What was
Do you
that?
play the Rams in the regular season?
I think we do. And I almost have us losing in the regular season,
Yeah.
but in the preseason, us winning.
I
Because
just-
I think we're the more experienced
I'm
team in the
just wondering
playoffs,
Who,
even though they were just there.
who on your defense stops Todd Gurley? Out of the
Our
back- out of the
whole
backfield.
whole center of our defense
No,
is good,
when
man.
he's catching the ball out of the backfield.
Okay, if
Who's covering him?
Oren Burks can come back, I am high on Oren Burks, but he needs to come
If
back
Nick
from this
Collins
injury.
can put the walker down and
Woo!
get out of the wheelchair
That'd
for
be
a
great.
second and come join the team again.
So I have the Packers coming on top of the Ravens.
Okay.
I feel like they might crumble a little bit. Ravens in the playoffs. Rodgers gets the Hail Mary before the second half.
Another Hail Mary.
Some craziness. I don't know.
Hail Rodgers.
So week two we got Packers versus Eagles. Packers coming out on top
Oh yeah.
because I'm feeling something funky with the Eagles team.
Okay.
I'm not feeling them completely because like with you, I feel like they're just one injury away from kind of being
Yeah.
not mediocre, above mediocre, but like
I mean, I don't even have him making. The
if they don't,
playoffs,
if they don't have Wentz the whole year, like I mean,
They're
in,
gonna have
in
him,
this
but
they'd
yeah.
have him back, but like I just feel like I'd feel hot for us this,
I get
but
it.
it'll. All right, other side, Vikings versus the Saints. Sorry, I have the Saints winning because
No miracle. No miracle this
the
year.
rematch, the Saints
Is it
come out
Vikings
on
at
fire.
Saints or Saints at Vikings?
It would be Vikings at Saints.
Okay. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's and in that prediction, like they'd be fiery from the last year. Obviously, they'd want that win. I have them coming out on top. Like that's gonna be a hell of a game. Would have come true. So then, title game, obviously Packers Saints. Saints coming home. Saints coming home.
So
We have
Packers are gonna lose yet
another
another
devastating
NFC
loss in the
championship.
NFC Championship. Because even I, folks, am
Does
I'm
Mike
realistic.
Mike McCarthy lose his job after that?
No.
No.
Oh wait, no. He definitely loses his job. I thought
So you
were
think
gonna say
even if
does
they
he
make the
have a job
NFC Championship game, see
and
him?
lose?
Yeah, and lose.
Yeah. I hope so. At least because if he stays, like, woo, I have no
Right.
idea why.
Okay.
So then, yeah, my matchup would be Saints Steelers, which would be cool to see. Two older gunslingers here versus each other. Two good defenses. That'd be a great matchup.
Who wins?
Who I hadn't really thought of this, but I just feel like I'd give it to Drew Brees. I feel like he'd be playing like it's his last year. I know he just got an extension, right?
But I think
like,
if he wins the Super
yeah, I
Bowl,
feel like
he's
if he
gonna
wins-
ride off in the
yeah, if
sunset.
he wins
Yeah.
if he has the opportunity, he's gonna play like his life depends on it. Get that Super Bowl win and maybe come back for one more. But I think he'd just ride off in the sunset with the second Super Bowl win. And even vice versa, if Big Ben gets it, I think he walks away.
Yeah. I think
Either way.
either way, I think Big
Yeah.
Ben retires after this year.
Yeah, I can see it. So Calvin, what's your
got, man?
predictions?
Holy smokes, here we go, people. So, for me, I have AFC, the wild card round. I got the Steelers and the Jaguars
Wrong.
facing off.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I had that prediction
This-
too.
He's wrong. He's wrong. Fake news. No, but Steelers, Jaguars. I'd have to say the Steelers coming out with it. Actually, I think
Yeah.
they
Jags
broke
aren't
through.
winning, beating them twice.
Right.
In 2 years, that's not happening.
Exactly.
It's
So,
just not.
It's not.
so
it's
the
just not.
Patriots. The Patriots I have with the most wins.
So they get the bye.
Right. For the second most wins, I got the Ravens at 11.
They also get the bye.
Okay.
So
Okay.
what we have left then is the Texans.
Okay.
At like 10-6.
Okay.
So face off against each other. Texans. And I'm gonna have to give it to the Texans. Like in their momentum, we'll give it to the Texans. So now we have the Texans and the Steelers. Ooh, Steelers and Ravens then. That would be some.
Yeah.
Love those Steelers. Ravens.
I was gonna say the Steelers Ravens game. I'd have to give it to the Ravens. I think they poke through, and I think they just barely beat out Big Ben. Again, same
Okay,
thing. Think he
okay.
retires.
Bold predictions here, folks. Ravens making it to the AFC Championship game in both of
Hey,
my
that was
co-host
that was
predictions.
my bold prediction.
Not so
Right.
bold now.
Yeah, right. Now
Now it's a
it's
cold
secure.
prediction.
Yeah, right.
The Patriots face off against the Texans, which obviously I say the Patriots would probably beat the Texans, meaning we would have the Patriots v Ravens in the AFC
Again.
Championship.
Who comes out on top, Tom?
No, so that one's 50. I'm gonna have to give it to the Ravens.
Holy
Wow.
crap! Making Brandon's bold
Wow.
prediction look like shit.
Yeah, right.
Actually-
Jesus, yeah,
No,
you
like,
ran my bold
I
prediction off
actually-
the road.
reading into it and going out.
And
I
they're
think-
giving me shit for having
I
the
think-
Browns go to the
I'm,
Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
I
right?
think, I think, I
Jeez.
think Joe Flacco this season. I think
Joe Fluco?
I think he has that same look that Aaron Rodgers is going to have in his eye,
Is
where
that-
he's just out for blood the entire time.
What was that, like 2013, where he went to the playoffs and just dynamite?
Yeah, he literally just looked like he was on something else. Exactly.
World War III's happening.
And I think that can happen. So with that, we got the Ravens potentially and probably actually talking real life here though.
We are talking real life. That's literally what we're
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about.
talking in my crazy head though. So now we're going the NFC. All right, wild card: Vikings v Panthers. I'm gonna give it to the Vikings.
That's a scary matchup,
Um,
though.
Yeah, I don't think we lose to them 2 years in a row.
Right.
Saints, I have Saints and Packers. I have 13-3, and then Packers at 12-4. So they get the byes. So that leaves the Eagles at 49ers. So Eagles 49ers. I'm gonna give it to. I have to give it to the Eagles. Sorry, the Jimmy G juice.
I mean,
ends.
you bought into my juice enough to
Yeah.
put them in the playoffs
Yeah. Enough
to put
above
the-
the Rams.
exactly.
Yeah, look at that.
So
Exactly. I
I'm
drank enough of
slowly
the Kool-Aid.
converting them, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I got your back.
Right.
Send me a jersey.
Sponsorship, please.
So what that leaves is Vikings. It would be like Vikings,
Vikings, Packers,
Packers,
and
yeah.
Saints, Eagles.
Eagles. Yeah. So Vikings, Packers.
Who comes away from that, huh?
Oh,
We have their
gosh.
number.
Who really likes you when we're done with the podcast, and who's slightly salty with you?
I mean,
Let's see.
you know, my heart of hearts, if I had to say it, it would all come down to where is it played at, and
It'd
since
be played at Green
and
Bay.
since Green Bay is ranked higher, I would give it to. I'd actually give him the win, just barely.
Just-
I'm sorry.
just
but anyways.
JK 3 interceptions.
So then
done.
the Saints face off against the Eagles, throttle the Eagles.
Oh shit. Saints, Packers,
Throttle.
folks.
The same
Hey!
thing. The same thing.
Look at that.
When you said that, I was like, oh, me and Enders reached the same conclusion for
that.
this one. And gosh, is that a battle? But I
That's-
think Drew
yeah.
Brees. What
Yeah.
would Breezes do?
Honestly, if you would have said the Packers, though, you couldn't be a Bear fan anymore.
Yeah, right.
So,
Yeah,
I get
honestly.
it.
So that leaves.
Not
that
even I
leaves,
said Packers.
That leaves basically a Saints Ravens Super Bowl, which
so fucking weird.
yeah, actually, when you say it out
Wow.
loud.
Who wins that, folks?
I think you got to give it to the Saints at that
I
point.
think the Amsterdam Admirals come out with
Who's
that.
winning? Ravens or Saints?
like, dude, the Ravens would be on fire at that
they'd have
point.
to be.
Like, I mean, if they're in the
It'd be
Super
like 5 years
Bowl,
ago or 4
Flacco
years
is
or whatever,
like
yeah.
charging up his
Yeah,
arm. It's like red at this point with power.
Thanos, he's got the 6 stone.
His power level far over 1,000, and
I
just
love,
his
I love,
arm.
I love how like my power level on Joe Flacco just has to keep rising. He's like, well, now you're talking about Drew Brees going 13-3, but now you're talking about Joe Flacco.
Well,
He's
dude, it's
supposed
funny
to
because
come
like,
in
you're
here.
like Jimmy G. What the fuck, Joe Flacco?
He's the next coming.
There's something I feel like when somebody has to prove something, like whether that be Aaron Rodgers with an injury or proving that like I don't care who that guy you drafted is, he's not nearly as good as me, the Super Bowl winning quarterback. Like,
So who's winning?
I'm gonna say the Saints.
Okay.
Say the Saints, and I'm gonna say
Okay.
Drew Brees rides out into the sunset this
Okay.
season.
Okay.
Wow. So
My
we got
prediction-
one person that's right and 2 people that are wrong. Vikings winning the Super Bowl over the Browns, 42-41 on another Minnesota Miracle in Atlanta. Hashtag change my mind. Well, we know my bold prediction. I mean, Brandon's bold prediction kind of sucks now.
Yeah,
that Kellen
what?
has him
Yeah,
winning. They're
apparent-
going to the goddamn
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
apparently Calvin
I think
stole my
Is
bold prediction.
your bold prediction? What's your bold prediction? Is the Ravens are going to go to the Super Bowl?
Well, I mean, can't really say that now because that's a little too weird. I have like a back pocket one that's not really like a Super
Ooh,
Bowl
back
prediction.
pocket.
It could be anything.
But I think Adrian Peterson is gonna have a good season this season.
What's a
Okay.
good season?
I like it. How many yards we talking?
Give a yardage.
How many yards?
I'll give him like 1750, 1800.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's a good
okay.
year.
That's bold
Yeah.
prediction, Tom.
I think I like somewhere maybe.
Stand by your predictions. Tell me he's gonna break the record this year.
He's looking back like never before. No, but
He looks amazing.
I think he,
The
again,
one game that we saw.
it goes. It
Yeah,
literally goes
yep.
back to the people that have something extra to prove, and I think he's like, I'm not dead
Still,
yet.
still the
people.
workhorse.
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
still like people are sleeping on.
It just
me.
comes down to if the Redskins let him do
Yeah,
Adrian
yeah.
Peterson things.
Let
You
him
need to
do
feed him 30 to 40 times a game
Yeah.
so he can get that stuff. He's not a 20 carry guy.
I think Alex Smith
Yeah.
is fine with handing it off.
Never been happier. Brandon, would you like to rework your bold prediction, figuring
I-
Kellen outshined
Yeah,
it?
right.
I
What's
really.
up?
It's
With
funny because
something
a
like
lot
that?
of that spawned from like talking about more with Enders, and then I was like, you know what, that is so true. And then the more I thought about the Ravens, I was like, I think they're gonna go on.
Bold prediction. Rams are gonna fall apart. That's not bold either. That's what you said. Putting me on the spot.
Let me look at something to maybe jar your mind.
Bold prediction, folks. The Miami Dolphins. 2 years in a row, we have a team going. Oh, Dolphins bottoming out.
I like it.
Ryan Tannehill not coming together. Nothing coming together. Defense in shambles. 32nd in the league. They're dropping.
I like it.
That is my bold prediction.
I like it. It's just a 2-game difference for what you predicted them. So,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah. Super bold.
God damn. They're winning the Super Bowl that follows.
More so like they'd be the third team in history to go 0-16.
the Lions, Browns, and Dolphins, right?
Dolphins
Fuck yeah, man.
can't name 3 crappier teams in their eras.
Do we have any questions, comments, or anything from the chat?
Ooh, I can see one coming from Emo Boyd.
Emo
Or Emo
Boyd,
Boyd, Emo
perhaps?
Squirrel.
Any questions? What's going on?
What's up? What's up,
Is there
Boydie?
anyone even here? I can't see the
Oh
numbers.
no. Oh no.
Oh, fantastic. We got people.
DJ Mikey, you got anything for us?
DJ Mikey,
Young
Mikey on the
Mikey.
mic.
Young, we are. That's what we're calling him.
Young Mikey.
Young Mikey, you got anything for us?
Any questions, Mike? No questions. Fantastic. We're never gonna throw to you again.
Weak. That's really weak, DJ Mikey Mike. Your sorries aren't accepted here.
On that
Stuff your
note,
sorries in a sack.
on that note, this hopefully next week we don't have any of the internet issues.
Hopefully.
None of the audio issues either. Thank you for those that listened.
I love
We
you
will be
all.
live
Thank you.
7 days from now at 10 o'clock Central Time on Wednesday. And next week we are going to go over fantasy football and What do you think? Fantasy football? What else are we gonna talk
Yeah,
about?
yeah, fantasy
Well,
football
we're,
for sure.
I mean, we're going to talk about rule changes.
Rule
and
changes?
preseason
Yeah,
Rule
what we
changes.
should do.
So we'll advance that to next.
And then maybe look at the final rosters and,
Yeah.
and
I'm
see
cool with
any notable free agents. We'll have to figure out what the hell
I'm
we're gonna
down
talk
with
about.
that.
Beautiful.
Any late questions streaming
Boy
in?
said,
That's a fantastic question out there from right field.
Yeah, I think they might be behind us a little bit with how bad our
Okay.
internet has
That
been.
that would make sense.
This will all be up on YouTube shortly, up on iTunes, Podbean, SoundCloud, anywhere you want to find it. VOD will be up on Twitch as well.
Wow, who does all of that for us? They're such a generous,
Jeez.
nice person.
Yeah, me.
A lot of.
I do all that. I'll be doing shit until like 1 a.m. today.
What a great,
Does
fantastic
Hopkins
person.
lead the league in touchdowns again? It's from Boyd.
Yeah, duh. Bold prediction last week was actually he wasn't
He breaks the record.
He breaks the
He
record.
breaks the record for yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or touchdowns. I could see, or both. You know,
Yeah,
like
so
over 20
I think
touchdowns.
We're all on the Deshaun Watson,
Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins train.
Yeah, he's got the Deshaun.
Yeah.
Kaiser. No, if he had that, he'd be the worst receiver in football.
Hey, whoa! Don't talk about my backup QB like that.
Did checkmate. Okay. I think we're good.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much
I think
it.
we're good.
Anything else?
Hey, thanks, Boyd. Thank you.
Goodbye forever.
Yeah. Thanks
Until
a
next
lot.
week.
Next week at 10, Wednesday night.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.